Well, hey folks, this is Real Honesty with Jonn, Ritland, and
The Dominator.
And we are here with a SmackDown Live Mrs. Bakersfield review. If any of you get that whole thing, I'm sorry. This was not a very good show.
It was mediocre.
I mean, and that's maybe even being kind. It was a very lazy show. Where the dick was AJ and Nakamura? Could have worded that maybe a little better?
Maybe they had a dark match.
That's a good point.
You know, put your WWE champion on dark match.
Because that's smart.
With the number one contender.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It was... I don't know. I mean, you had Owens and Zayn beat up Ziggler and Corbin. Of course, Corbin's, push.
Which was some good storytelling to start with.
But... I mean, it was fine. It seemed like it went on for ages, though.
Yes.
And then probably the best match of the night was Charlotte versus Sarah Logan. Which actually was pretty well wrestled. I was more focused on Becky, Sarah, and Ruby, though.
Because of course he was.
Right. I mean, I'm ever the nice guy towards women. Ever nice. You believe that, right? You don't believe that at all. Yeah.
Do I believe Jinder could have been a good champion?
No. Speaking of Jinder, we will get to him, though. It was a decent enough match.
Could we not?
Yeah. Right. Good enough match, though.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have a 6-woman tag next week.
Yes, put all the women in the match. They've never done that.
I love creativity. Really, I do. Honestly. Anyway.
But at least this time it involves some storytelling to it rather than... let's put all the women in the match because we only have the time slot allotted for these people.
This is true. I mean, well...
This is how I imagine Kevin Dunn talks.
A lot more. I hate Kevin Dunn. That's just all I'm going to say about that. If Sammy or Kevin interfere in each other's matches, then they are out of the match at Fastlane. And then we get to Corbin versus Owens. It was decent. Corbin, of course, selling his pain, the receding pain. Oh, I'm sorry, that was his hairline. Corbin won. It was fine.
It was a bald-faced lie.
Yes. Just shave it and you can look intimidating with less hair. Trust me. You can.
You showed that on NXT.
It's bad. It's really, really bad.
It's bad. You look like the kind of guy who has trouble letting go of his hair. Because you are.
Yeah. I mean,
and there's nothing wrong with losing your hair. But don't hold on to something that doesn't want to hold on to you. Right. If you love it, let it go. Like your stomach, but let it go.
If you love it, let it go. And if it comes back, it was meant to be yours. And if it doesn't, she probably got out of the restraints. This took a really dark turn. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, moving on from that. Yes, as you were saying about the stomach, it was a decent enough match. Corbin's at the fast lane, a 4-way,
right?
And then Rude with an open challenge, and then
challenge to one guy,
and Orton
or Orton. Either way works.
I mean, Orton looking bored as ever, and then Jinder.
You should have stayed in Mahal.
Yes. Why? Just why? Guys, you're doing this backwards. If you had Jinder go for the U.S. title first and then go to the WWE Championship, it still wouldn't have worked, but it would have made more logical sense. It was bad.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal was very bad at delivering his promo.
He wasn't even in the top 10, yet he made fun of Orton.
Yeah, I know, that was the joke.
Right. But still, it was bad.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get Orton versus Rude because we had Jinder lay out Orton and Rude because we're going to have another 3-way or another multi-man match at Fastlane.
All right.
Unless that 3-way involves Ruby, Sarah, and Becky, I'm not interested.
I know. I can think of one person to be interested.
Okay.
But we don't talk about him online.
This is true. This is very true. And a lot of promos tonight, though.
Yes.
A lot of promos, not a lot of matches. Why are they pushing Jinder? This is an embarrassment.
They're not pushing Jinder.
I'm just saying.
They're just putting him in a match.
True. Hopefully he takes
Give him something to do because he is now a former WWE champion.
As much as that makes me gag.
Yes.
That is terrible. And then New Day. Not the first time you've seen one of the members of New Day flapjacking off on camera. Have fun with that.
Speaking of being as bland as a pancake, Chad Gable is on the mic. He's better at doing terrifying suplexes than he is on the microphone.
Yeah, he's great in the ring. Shelton, I mean, it's kind of funny that you had Gable keeping the black man down at Black History Month. I think Hayes is back to booking this stuff. What? I didn't say that it was a good thing. It's a good thing. I think it's a crappy thing. So yeah, Team Kyup are throwing down the pancakes, angering Big E.
We're throwing down the pancakes. And Chad Gable. Nobody likes pancakes. First of all, how dare you?
Right. Pancakes are better than waffles.
Yes.
But both are good. Don't get me wrong. Again, where were Styles and Shinsuke? I mean, come on. Your idea of the dark match is probably right, but still, what even is this?
I don't know. It's not something I'm sticking my neck out for.
Right. It's a great Jason Jordan impression. Hopefully Jason Jordan recovered. God damn it. That was so bad.
Don't worry, I got this.
The Usos cut a promo backstage.
Yes.
And with more ass-tacular graphics and captions. And then the Bludgeon Brothers.
Those are really bad.
Please stop with the graphics.
Like, the worst. I don't quite know how else to put it to you, other than if you're using poorly compressed JPEGs for your entertainment value, you're doing it wrong. That's something a YouTuber does who doesn't have a budget.
And we even do that, well, you do it way better than they do. I'm just saying.
Like, I can't afford what they can afford, and yet this is what they're sticking with?
Right. No, agreed. I'm just saying, at least we put some passion into our projects.
Yes.
But the Bludgeon Brothers destroy the TV. Great job, Hammer Brothers. Great job.
And then they continue to stare at the camera for about 15 seconds too long as it starts to fade to black.
Rowan, that was probably a really expensive TV. Yeah, expensive like those hockey tickets that you gave away. Shut up. Just them saying shit to each other during their entrance. That's just the great thing. Okay. Then...
Running joke, if you don't know.
Running joke. It's a great
Most
joke.
of you don't, because we're typically making those jokes when the Bludgeon Brothers are doing their entrances.
We have made a couple times, like on the reviews. Though.
Yeah.
Then Ziggler versus Zayn. ZZ.
Piggly Wiggly Ziggly himself
has won a match.
Yes.
And he is added to the 5-way.
And Sami Zayn's job done yet again.
You know what, though? It made sense after what they did. I think it was kind of set in stone that you were going to get Corbin and his receding hairline against Ziggler and his ramen hair.
Do you think Zayn will ever get a title outside of the NXT?
Okay, do you mean a main title or you mean a mid-card title?
Any title.
He will get a mid-card title.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe he will be WWE champion. Watch him win at Fastlane and shock us all. I'm going to give... to SmackDown, what I want to give to Becky, Ruby, and Sarah.
The D.
I'm giving it the D. This was not very good.
Yes.
It had some decent storytelling, but it was basic. It was very, very basic. A lot of filler. A lot of matches that weren't horrible, but they didn't pop anything. Much like me with my first two girlfriends. It was eh. It was eh.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I give it the lead vocalist of Twisted Sister.
Oh, God damn it. I was going to say Snipe D. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, I don't know how I didn't get that one. Especially since I'm older.
Much like gender, we're not going to take it anymore.
Brad, what you started biting for.
Twisted gender.
Yes. Oh. Twisted gender. So, the Mixed Match Challenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
One match much more entertaining than the rest of SmackDown. Why?
Yes.
Because Rusev.
Yes. Rusev and Lana, Bayley and Elias. This was probably the most comedic match that there was.
Yes.
Which isn't bad. Lana's not good in the ring at all. She's not.
I don't know. She pulled off a couple wrestling moves. She can wrestle.
Yes. And of course, but you have Rusev just being entertaining. Lana, it's like, Lana is so great. Lana #1. It's just great.
Oh, yeah.
And they're perfect for each other. It's just honestly adorable. And then Bayley.
Them twinsing it up with the leotards there.
That was cool. And Bayley got that great match with Sasha on Raw that she beat Sasha. It was a great match and she jobs out to Lana. Granted, to be fair, these kind of things don't really matter that much.
Nope.
It's just for charity and this kind of stuff. Which, good. And Rusev and Lana won. Great stuff. And then Rude. Yes. It's Rude and Charlotte versus who? Next week? I didn't pay attention.
Rude and Charlotte versus... Fuck.
I don't know. And I don't really care.
Fuck.
We didn't pay attention. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, it was an entertaining match. I mean, we're gonna have the Derb look up stuff on there, but I like the mixed match challenge idea, but it's just the problem is the execution just isn't all that good. Overall, like having to go from WWE, having to go from whatever platform you watch SmackDown on, then go to Facebook Live, and then go to the network for 205 Live. If you guys watch all those stuff like we do. I don't know. It's like it certainly wasn't. It certainly
Apollo Crews and Nia Jax versus Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair.
That's why I forgot, because Nia Ratnest Jax.
And the man who should get a push but never gets a push, Apollo Crews.
Oh, you didn't mean who Roode was teaming with. Anyway, Nia, Crews should get a push. Nia, whatever you done with your hair, stop it. Get some help. Yeah.
Yes.
Crews is losing.
Probably. He's cruising for a bruising.
Parker Crews can't lose. So, if you get that reference, I'm sorry. 205 Live, Tozawa versus Mark Andrews. Fun fact, Impact used
Mantaroos.
Yes, they used to call them Mandrews because they're run by idiots.
It also seems like exactly this kind of thing that a guy from Wales would call himself.
That's a good point. He dresses like a guy. I mean, nothing against people from Wales, but...
One rule of an Englishman, never trust a Welshman.
Doesn't he run like a Welshman? Good stuff, and Andrews won.
Yes.
It was good stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong.
He beat a former Cruiserweight champion, if you recall.
Of 6 days.
Yes.
Yes.
It's almost as disappointing as one of the other Cruiserweights who once won, Rey Mysterio.
I was going to say Shannon Moore, but I mean, I don't think Shannon Moore was ever Cruiserweight champion. And I like Shannon Moore. He's a good athlete, just never did anything. So, good stuff.
Yes.
Enjoyable match. Andrews won. Advances. Awesome. Drake talking to Jack. That's not the kind of attire that, well, I mean,
You should be wearing in the ring.
Yeah, it's an Englishman talking to an Englishman.
It was a strong set of words that could only be spoken by a proper Englishman.
Right?
And Rockstar Spud is that man, the tiny potato in a suit that he is.
The Mandrake Maverick. It's good stuff.
Yes.
It was good stuff. It was enjoyable. And then Buddy Murphy is going to be up next week.
Buddy Murphy!
About time they found him. He's been on the NXT house show. And yes, Farron's 53, I agree. He does sound like a Canadian name. Or he does sound like he has a Canadian name,
Hey
but
there,
he's
buddy.
Australian. Not your buddy, friend.
I ain't your friend, pal.
I ain't your pal. Oh, God, I forgot how the rest of that went.
Me too.
So, still, it's cool that Buddy Murphy's getting called up to this. He's probably going to lose. That's fine.
Yep.
But then again, we thought that other people were going to lose, and then suddenly they won. So who knows? Buddy Murphy might get to the second round.
Oh, my.
Woo!
Oh, my God.
Ermagat and Gulak versus Nice.
Oh, my.
Great psychology. Nice using his power. Gulak just finally snapping. I'm going to slap you.
It was a truly magnificent match. I liked it, Galak.
Reminds me of Heidi Klum on America's Got Talent. I liked it a lot. Heidi. Words fail you. Much like anything intelligent. Anyway.
Can't fill out things you don't try at.
Talking about how I deal with girlfriends, aren't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe?
That was just me.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Back to the show. Gulak won. Just
Indeed.
snapping and beating up Nice and choking him out and everything.
I love it when they snap.
That was so bad. It was good stuff though. It was enjoyable. It was a B episode.
And ended with Drew Gulak giving Tony Nese the old Philadelphia welcome, which is beating them to shit.
At least he wasn't
until they couldn't fight anymore.
Yeah, he wasn't eating horseshit at least, like that celebration.
Ugh.
Right. Anyway, B for 205 Live.
Yeah.
SmackDown was shit. I mean,
it wasn't shit. It wasn't good.
Okay, maybe not shit, but it was very phoned in. So anyway,
shit was the day Jinder Mahal became champion and had to grace our television for a while.
It's like saying grace when you're forced to. But anyway, yeah. So we'll see what Raw brings next week. We should be back on here. I mean, that's all right. Who knows? Anyway, do you agree? Do you disagree with what we said? Think I went too far with any of my rants? Check out my rants on my channel if you haven't already. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter links, thumbnail for that guy in the description. It's been Real Monster with Jonn Ritland and
The Dominator.
we will see you soon, perhaps. That Mars attacks.
Yes.